And I am recording. Would you mind doing the map select, please?
Sure, I can. 1 second. Here.
And you just replace the question mark with the slash, right?
Correct.
Sweet. Put that squire to work,
And
that little punk.
oh yeah, and it should be actual random, no duplicates. Was the other main thing I wanted to add into it. Actually, advances.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Can you?
Shouldn't see that at any point. But if you do, let me know.
Okay, we'll do. Mullonde. That is down there, yeah?
Yep.
There we go. Cathedral Nave. You're a knave. What was I gonna say?
I'm gonna record this match if you don't mind.
Oh, same. I usually record like non-planned matches just for the B-roll.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta change something. Something's not picking up my audio in. I'm on OBS.
Not to sound like a dick, but you know what I mean by B-roll, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the like the beginning of your. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. You're talking about like the footage that you have in the beginning
Exactly.
of a set of a clip. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. Like honestly, I wasn't 100% confident in saying it. I assumed that's what it was, but
yeah, it is. It's like you have the when people used to take rolls of film, they would have the like multiple cameras set up to film a scene at the same time, and so like you would have your A camera and your B camera so that the editor can go in and like change camera angles during a conversation or during the action, and so they would call it A roll and B roll.
okay. Yeah, I feel you.
Oh man, I should go back to bartending and just spout all this useless information to someone that is like drunk and cares.
It's good info, man. Good info.
I'm telling you, I could be raking it in. I don't know why I pursued video editing.
Was your pretty beast at it? What do you mean by that?
Oh, just like the useless information. Like when you go to a bar and the bartender is like super interesting, you're like, oh wow, that's really cool. You'll stay and you'll pay for drinks like forever because you're entertained, right?
Right. Yeah.
How old are your kids?
My daughter's gonna be 10 as of
that's
Monday,
right.
and my son will be 8 in September.
Dang, man.
Yeah, man.
Were we talking about this during the interview? Like how we could remember how how it was to be that old? We can still remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what you got first.
Let's see what you got.
I can already tell what this is from even barely looking at it. Yeah. Let's see. Exactly what I thought. Okay. A Ren team. Okay.
Ren team.
Sheesh. Okay. That's gonna suck.
And I tried to get as much invisibility as I could for removing the evasion. But I believe you have Shira Hidori.
Mm-hmm. Well, since you're actually doing a Ren team, if this was starter 2.3, Mustadia would actually have an 8 safeguard. So sucks to be him right now.
How is that?
I figured out the way to get him to get it on his job without it messing anything up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, one point in the story when I think it's after he's in your party, or maybe it's even before he joins your party. There's a segment where he actually has what is considered 20. I think it's called 22 machinists, which is like an internal job code in the game. That job actually had. Oh, dude, come on.
I like how it
Man.
interrupted your
Uh,
your explanation right in the middle.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was bound to happen. But anyways, that job code actually gives. Yeah, he has a innate safeguard while he has that job code, but he only has it for like it's either a battle or it's like a cutscene. So he never really has it when you have him in your possession.
That's so
But I
cool.
managed to get it swapped over so that he is a bit more on board against Battle there. But there's a lot of he's actually getting a lot of hopeful love. Well, it is a lot of love, but hopeful changes um, coming in, and there's like I said, there's a lot of different things that's coming in. The just without going into too much detail is that damage will go down to a degree because there's going to be a tighter restriction on gear, but it's not really breaking the fundamentals of what this is all about
Hmm.
as much as it's trying to get a little more grasp on damage. The damage is still going to be high. It's just not probably as like total team damage will go down.
Okay.
Individual damage will probably peak kind of more or less the same, maybe a little less,
And
but it's still high format damage and format stuff like that.
nice. I am very hopeful for the changes. It sounds great. Like because the damage really is determined by the gear. Like you really can't do anything about class stats and whatnot because it's all baselined. Um, which I like, especially for the unique characters, because it's like an expression of the character themselves.
Right, right. Let's see, just send a message to Rajan. I was asking about the the one thing, which is actually something I do plan on doing later.
Does he not want to do it for
With
you?
Squire. It was a good suggestion. It's something that I have on my to-do list for Squire later. I will be at some point looking at implementing a draft system for pre-mates through the bot. It's going to take a lot of work, and
Oh
I don't know if
shit.
it's fully plausible, but I think it's doable.
Okay.
It'd probably start off with like slash draft, like I don't know, slash generic draft or something like that, and then you would enter the opponent. That you would like add the opponent so I can get that player's user like Discord ID,
Mhm.
and then at that point it would like go in a draft state where it would ask. I guess it would randomize who goes first, and that first person gets first pick, second person gets two picks, then back and forth until it's party of five.
Cool. Um,
Yep.
I do have the
But
pre-mades.
that's like way down.
I do have the pre-mades roster loaded into my app, so the draft system in that would be a backup for you.
Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't forget about yours either. I'd like to check that out too at some point.
I do think
like
it's. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying I have a lot like on the workload right now. I'm trying to get this. I want this update that I'm working on that's near done to be as very impactful as possible to avoid having to make another save, like having to do another update later. So ideally, like once this goes out, that's it. That'd probably be the last one for the year, unless there's like something game breaking. And then that way, like everything's out, kind of just roll with it.
Nice.
And then not to make any more changes. People don't have to keep like because you're gonna have to redo your roster for sure. Because
Okay.
there's equipment changes as well as there's stat changes went across. So
Wow.
the biggest thing for starter 2-3 was to bring up the characters that are more or less aren't really pick. Good God. This is like
That's
the
what I
worst character
love
get
to
broken onto.
hear. But to your efforts of getting the draft system going in the Discord is that you're keeping it all in one place.
Correct. Exactly, and it won't be necessary. I mean, unless I make the bot, excuse me, unless I make the bot public, which isn't the plan as of late. That's something that can be done possibly later, but that's going to require me to have to give a more how to put it some of the coding, for example, when like if you use a slash command, if you use like slash melee in general chat, for example,
Mhm.
it may not work because I have the slash commands off. But let's say you go in team building into it. If you type slash melee in there, it should direct the bot response into the melee channel.
Mhm.
But that's because I have the melee channel like hard coded in, if you will.
Mm.
So if I was going to do something like that where it's publicly available for other servers, I'd have to like probably set up some different metrics to allow the user to designate what channel that like the response is supposed to go through, like stuff
Yeah.
of that nature.
Okay.
But it's definitely doable.
I'm slightly familiar with how chatbot AI and like user response driven like response paths work.
Okay, cool.
But I'm curious if Discord has any like user created like templates for things like that could save you a lot of time. You just copy and paste and then change names of channels and like whatever responses that you want to give.
Yes, so there are some. I wouldn't. I mean, templates kind of in the same boat. There, I would call them more or less snippets. There are a lot of different code snippets that are usually provided by other people from doing other different things too. That would probably be something to look at as well.
Got it.
Like, yeah, like there's like I did use a lot of snippets to learn JavaScript because that's what it's using.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Got it.
so I was learning JS while I was doing it at the same time, so it was kind of fun. A little annoying, but it wasn't that bad in all honesty.
Were you able to use that JavaScript in like the website for Tactics League, for instance?
Don't believe so because I believe it's proprietary to autocode, but I'm not sure. There is a now think about it, there is a like an HTML side of it, but I have to look at that more. I didn't really look into it too much. I'm not too sure like what as far as where does it go with all that stuff.
Got it.
Just freaking strip me down over here, man.
It's just how I want you.
Mm-hmm. Keep me all naked.
Oh, boom. Get there. All naked.
Ooh. So speaking of which, how's the draft system in the one? Oh, was it? Was not. It wasn't just the draft system. It was the
The
scoreboard thing.
there's also a scoreboard. So,
Yeah.
man, that one is like it requires a lot of attention. If that makes sense.
So
Like,
I feel you. Yeah.
You really got to be like on top of all the damage for each character and like manually put it in. But it is good for spectators. Like they can just sit there and look at the scoreboard. I need to like so I haven't touched it in a long time. I'm not sure if it's buggy or not. And I'm not sure how because you have to use the draft in order to use the scoreboard. That's another issue. You can't just like populate the scoreboard. So that's something I should also work on.
Well, that'd be a lot though, wouldn't it? Like, and like having to do like a customizable scoreboard like that, wouldn't that be a lot of work in that sense?
I always overestimate how much work it is. Like Bubble is very intuitive. As long as you're like consistent with like the logic and references and things like that. So
Okay.
it's like a website but with like states. Like this menu is currently in this state, and then it will display information because it's in that state. So,
Okay.
if I access the scoreboard through a different state than like a draft, then you should be able to just hit a plus sign, stick a character in there. Most likely either like maybe make up a new character on the spot or from a roster that's been entered. And you know, to that point, um, it I think it's important to be able to use a not pre-made, but like a starter list format with the draft system. Because currently I don't have a means of doing something like that. Like, so I should be able to just like say this chemist named this whatever, you know, or just
Okay.
pick like a character and be able to distinguish between them. So like a little one or a two and then a red outline. Um, but yeah, like as far as the work, yeah, I don't think it'll take too much effort. Probably like a day or two.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Seriously though, like Bubble's pretty cool. If you do get into like JavaScript, I think you're like halfway into understanding the like the structure and how Bubble is kind of built. I want to say.
Hmm. Yeah, I got you. I have a C plus plus and Lua script background.
Oh shit!
Before all this, but it's all this new especially with like web apps and web code being such a big thing nowadays. It is kind of like a new thing for me to get into JS. Well, something I wanted to get into a long time ago, just never did.
Nice.
So I'm actually taking Squire as like an opportunity to start maybe kind of I guess expanding my mindset with or skill set with that stuff and maybe start kind of learning a little bit more as I go along, start adding more features, which is the plan in the long run. Try to make it fairly robust, do the things that Dino couldn't do because of its limitations.
What are you referring to?
The Dinobot or Tactics bot.
Oh, Dinobot. Got it.
Yeah, that's what it's really called. Ah. How dare you try to do that?
For fun. Ooh, bring out the big guns.
Yes, sir.
You've had enough.
Sure me. Of course. That's
Oh,
fair.
yes. That's fair.
That's fair. I can work with that.
Is there a timer for Golem? Or is it just until the HP is depleted?
Yeah, it's just until the damage shield is been depleted completely. Yep.
Cool. Oof. Mana shield has been strong.
The shield has definitely been strong, no doubt. What you doing with that?
Nasty stuff.
Got a feeling she's gonna break my staff. You're just gonna kill me. All right.
Nah, the safe play.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, now might as well go for it. Wait a minute. Shit. Wait, why can't I not? Ribbon. Son of it. All right. I was gonna immobilize you or disable you, but nah. Add a freaking ribbon on.
Oh, disable's so good.
Mm-hmm. Are you still editing the interview, or did you get out like all you needed from there?
Oh man, I have not opened that yet.
You're good, man.
I don't know why I thought to start like an entire new series of videos other than to like try to attract new viewers. I get a lot of the same like returning subscribers, right? So I'm not expanding my audience, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, YouTube says if you want to expand your audience, try this. And so I did, and now I'm like committed to it. So unfortunately, our interview is a little behind.
Oh, dude, that's entirely man. Like, I'm not worried about it. I know that you have a good workload on you as well, and
I
I didn't know
appreciate
like
you,
if you were
man.
planning on doing it. Yeah, dude, I get it, man. I definitely get it.
You just imagine throwing a night sword. Like, where do you throw it from? Do you try and like spin it when you throw it, or do you really throw it like a spear?
Pull out your pants. Just pull out your pants.
Yeah,
So,
that's all you can do. Oh man, chemists are the most OP healers.
yeah, they can be.
In my hands, they are. Although I get a feeling I'm gonna get a real nice case of Aido.
Yeah, that's the plan. It broke me down. All I got. All I am.
I'm broken.
Jeez, another break. Another break.
Just breaking all around.
Yes, sir.
Everything's broken.
Mhm.
Please title the video that. Boom, look at that. Martial arts.
You like some martial arts?
I love them.
Yeah, I seen that coming.
I don't have Iaido, but I do
Let's
have
go.
that. Wow.
Let's go.
That was nice. That was real nice. All right, dummy. Where is my cursor? Oh, there it is. Why am I even allowed to put my cursor up in the like rafters? Oh wait, what? I
Yeah,
clicked
like that?
way too fast. You have Sage's ring?
Indeed, I do.
You pervert. Oh, you have rubber suit.
Actually, no, it's rubber. It's rubber suit. I was like, wait a minute, not on this build.
Ah,
I'll take it though.
yeah.
I'll definitely take it.
That one's yours. I should have just read better. What a dummy.
All right, so it's not much I can do right now.
I am a huge fan of the time and action limits. Wow.
Let's go.
I can't
Stadio
believe
OP.
that.
Stadio OP.
You saw it here first,
Or he's about
folks.
to be. He's coming in hot next patch, guys.
Yeah, he's gonna be even better. That 25%. It's gonna feel like a hundo. Come on.
Dang it, another break, man. Oh my god. All right, if anything, you know,
Wow!
honestly, this is a good video. This is a good video. This is 100% going on YouTube. This video actually explains why Yato is strong, but also it is designed in this format to be like you have to be careful with it.
Mm-hmm. Because you only get one.
You only get one because yeah, the highest damage. I already broke my highest damaging blades.
You broke all three.
Yep. Next batch, Murasame is 1-1.
Oh, dirty.
Yep.
You nasty. You're nasty.
Yeah. I gotta do it.
I like it though. I like.
It's there's too many things with that. Wait, what? Oh god. I just
Oh
joked.
man.
So bad.
We all.
I thought it was one tile over.
We all do it. We all do it.
I didn't realize how far I was that ninja. Yeah, Murasame it just enables. There's a lot of healing you can get from it with even having low MA. Like with freaking 8 MA, like I'm still able to heal. I mean, hold on, my female ninja has 10 MA, and even though she has arcane defense, she's not not running arcane straight. She's still a 132
Wow. Yeah.
with 10. Yeah, I would prefer for players to look at bringing in more healing sources. So, I think I will say this without going into too much detail because I do plan to do a synopsis maybe next week. Magics are looking a lot better. I'm just gonna say that.
Like casters.
Yes, caster classes. Yep. I've been doing some internal testing, and like I've been able to do a lot more magic setups and with a lot more plausibility, changes that I have coming in. So I'm really curious to see
Oh
what
yeah.
happens. It's not going to always be about just running darkness with some Miato, a little bit of throw. Like I think Magic's definitely going to have a lot more use now. Not necessarily something you want to just hard stack, but one or two, especially like status magics. Yeah, I definitely see that being a thing.
Oh yeah. I love that you are looking to like you're looking to balance, right? Like you're seeing no one taking Mustadio. Like why would I take Mustadio when I could take Balthier for like way better everything? But honestly, like I think about running Safeguard with Balthier. So
I mean, even
with Mustadio having it innate, it actually gives him a leg up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, to be fair, Valthier has it too, as a Sky Pirate.
What?
That was the other, yeah, that was the other weakness.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah, Balthier actually has it as a innate ability as well. That's a part of his job.
It's just
So
his
yeah,
job.
Balthier yeah, honestly, Balthier is like right below Orlando in terms of uberness. If it wasn't for his base stats not being like way up there, like sure he's got a lot of speed, he's got a good chunk of PA, even decent amount of health, but that's about all he has. He would be like he'd be like Orlando 2.0, like baby Orlando. But he's he's good, but I'm trying to make Mustadio have a lot more plausibility. Like I said, he was one of my main focuses going into the next update was to buff Mustadio in different ways, make him feel like a better character, like a better pick.
Yeah.
There's reasons to pick him over Balthier now, at least in my opinion.
Nice, man.
There should be a reason for him. So instead of me just outright like getting rid of him, I want to at least give him like one more try and make some changes to make him better, like a better, maybe I'll look at bringing in Mustadio. Just maybe.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Action limit.
Was that a tie?
I think I got.
That was a tie. That was a
I
tie.
got one more.
Yeah. Wait, did you?
I did.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay.
I revived my ninja
That's right.
at the.
You revived the ninja.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, good game though.
GG. Yeah, that was fun. You are probably out of time. Yeah.
Yes, sadly, I would. Yeah, I would say sadly.